Hello, children's ministry worker, or someone who got convinced into doing social media for children's ministry. Congratulations, you got the job. And actually, it's really pretty fun, and it's something that can really be a blessing to a lot of people, and you can do it from the comfort and safety of your own home. Social media is a way for parents and those outside who don't necessarily attend our church to stay connected with children's ministry, because there's some very valuable tools and stuff that we put out that ministers to parents and gives them hope and helps them to stay connected to what they're actually doing in children's church every week. So doing our social media stuff is very vital to what we do at Grace Family Church. So thanks for being available to do this. It definitely takes a weight off of our shoulders and helps us to stay current and up to date with all the things that are going on in children's ministry. So the biggest part of what we do in our social media stuff is through a resource called 252. It's from the group called Rethink Group, and is actually started by Joyner. I think it's Rick Joyner, and his pastor was Andy Stanley. And Andy Stanley's dad, you'll probably know as Charles Stanley. So it kind of comes that train, that line there. But they are really the cutting edge of children's ministry education, and they developed 252 as a part of a kind of cradle to adulthood discipleship program. So if somebody follows 252, they essentially can go from first look, which is what you see down here with this owl, and that's kind of like their nursery toddler thing. And the 252 is what we use and pay for, and that's for our first through fifth grade. And then there's XP3, which is for youth and teenagers, and then OSB, which I think that's young adults, and then you have MP, which stands for married people. So they really kind of develop a concrete discipleship program for infancy all the way up to married life. So that's what they're doing, changing the world, saving the world one relationship at a time. So what you want to do for this is to go to the rethinkgroup.org. Mine says secure.rethinkgroup.org. Type that in, go to the website. You should show up to this page here. And what you want to do is bookmark this page. However you do that on your web browser, just because you'll be going to it a lot, so you might as well just bookmark it. And then what you'll do is you'll put in your username and password. Now you should have received an email if I have put your email into our system to have access to this. Your username and password is probably something you created. Right here, this is just a username that we have. I'm not sure if it's connected to an email, but you'll have to walk through those steps of setting that up on your own. But if there's an issue, please contact us and we'll help you navigate through that. So once you got your username and password, type that in here. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then this is always important. You can't just hit enter like most websites. So you actually have to go over to 252 after you put in your username and click on that. And that's the only way to get in. Otherwise, you'll hit enter all day and not be able to get in anywhere. Okay, so just a quick layout here. Each of these tabs have to do with something. There's just general news about the program, things coming up. There is December, which we are into January now. So this is old. This is last month's. This is January's. Then you have February's theme. Then you have March. So they're giving you the current plus 2 extras. So if you were very adventurous and really bored, you could really set up all of your social media information in one, maybe 1-2 hour session and get it all knocked out for 3 months at a time. Most people aren't that advantageous. I usually got out about a month to 2 months worth, which is kind of nice because, especially with Facebook, I'm going to show you how to take your information, put it into Facebook, and then Facebook will automatically post on the days and times that you tell it to do. So So we're going to click on January's here. It's Power Up Self-Control, and I think they're going off of like the whole video game Mario Brothers. Yeah, on the right-hand side here, you see it shows you the video game. That's the theme for the month. You can watch the video if you want to. Sometimes I try and figure out if I can find this video on Vimeo or on the other 252 basic Facebook groups. Because if you can get that video, it's awesome to just post it as a video on our Grace Family Kids Facebook page. And it's just nice that parents can get access to that as well. Okay, so what we're going to do is scroll down a bit here. And let's see if I remember. We want 252 home resources, send to home. Resources to send home, sorry. Click that, another feature opens up. There's resources for parents, resources for kid, and then the one that we want, social media plan, drop down. So I'm going to click on this play button here. And here we go. We have social media information for week 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, because January has 5 weeks in it. It's a 5-week month, so there are 5 weeks to each lesson in this theme. Now, I'm trying to remember what I did next. So some of this, I'll be able to snap it out at you, and you'll be able to get it right away. Some of these things I'll be trial and error because it's been a while since I've actually done it. So I'm going to go with the week 1 zip. This has images and then the social media doc. So let's go with the social media doc first, see what that has in it. I suppose you could do download panel as well. That might be faster. That might just download everything for you. But for the sake of the demonstration, we'll just click that one. And I'm assuming that it downloaded. Yeah, okay, so it says 16 January social media plan week 1 document, which is the same thing as down here. So I'm just going to open that up. Now, if you're on a Windows machine, your downloads folder might be in a different place, so you'll have to find out where your downloads folder is. And I might recommend that you create a folder, maybe on your desktop, that when you download all this stuff, it's all going to go to the same place. So just call it Grace Family Kids Social Media 2016 or something like that. That way, when you download all these files, you're just going to take those files, dump them into that folder, and then when you go to Facebook, you're just going to pull from that folder. Okay, we're going to wait for this to open up. I don't have any music for you to enjoy while you wait, so you might want to pop on your own praise and worship. Okay, so see what we have here. Power Up changed the way you play social media plan week 1 review power sources. Okay, so I'll just read this here. When we want to connect with parents and kids in our ministry, it makes sense to go where they already are. That's why strategically using social media platforms to communicate with parents makes so much sense. Simply copy and paste these prepared posts to your ministry Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts each day, or schedule your Facebook and Twitter posts using the application Hootsuite, which, if you're savvy to that kind of stuff, you're more than welcome to do. I just haven't done it. These posts are designed to review the lesson, so plan them to appear in your ministry social post accounts after you've taught the lesson to your ministry. So these will go out either the Sunday at like noon or that following week. So it will be basically telling parents what we've talked about on Sunday. So here it lists your Facebook and Twitter things that you can post. So Sunday, I would just copy this. Um, Actually, we don't have Studio 252 live, so I would skip Sundays unless we want to put one of the like the theme image in, because sometimes that's not associated with a date. But we'll go right to Monday. Yesterday we learned that we could trust and obey God. So I'll just basically copy this here, and then I'll go to the Facebook page. Let's see if I can figure it out. Oh, there's a face. Let's see. If I can get to it fast enough. GFC Kids. Also, when you do the post, make sure you're signed in as GFC Kids and not just yourself posting it on there. If you're having trouble with that, let me know, and we'll help get you signed up for an administrator account with our GFC Kids page. So now that we're in here, let's see if I can remember. So publishing tools. And we're going to create a post. Let's see. So now I'm just going to paste. It's either Control or Command V, depending on your keyboard, your device, whether you're on an Apple device or PC. Or you can right-click usually and hit paste. So there it is. And what we want to do is no, there's a way. Set. Okay, it's right here. This little clock here says set date and time of your post. You're going to click that. Well, we know we want the year to be 2016, and then we're in the month of January, and it would be, I forget which Sunday it was, but make sure you have the right Sunday. It's probably going to be the 17th. Can't remember the exact day here. But, and I can't scroll. Let's see if I type in 1-7. No. Down. It's only giving me 1 through the 11th. Of course, today is the 11th, so I'm not sure why it won't let me go past today. 2016, January. I'm going to cancel that. Scheduled posts. Okay, I think that's what we have to do. Hit scheduled post on the left-hand side, and then you're going to hit create. And let's see if it'll let us do it now. I'm going to Command V on an Apple or Control V, and then I'm going to hit schedule. And you're going to schedule the 17th, and then you're going to choose the time. So that one I would put 12. Let's just choose 12 since that's when church gets over. PM. Oh, that's if you want to post an end date. And then just hit schedule, and then you're ready to go. I would do the same thing for images that they tell you to put. I would just put it in photos versus status, and then just schedule. So you're going to come over to scheduled posts, and you could do that for 2 months at a time, just repeating that over and over again. Let's take a look at the images. This is week 1, social media images. Now it's downloading. Again, try and get it to download to the folder that you're going to designate. And here are all the different images. Now, let's see if I can make this bigger. Different format. So some of these, like this self-control or power up might be a good one. This is Facebook theme. This one you can take. It's already in my downloads, so I'm going to go back to Facebook, and you can go back to the main page, and we're going to change the photo in here by clicking this change cover, because Star Wars obviously is outdated. We're done. It's Christmas. And we're going to upload a new photo, and this can change every month that we have a new theme. So we're going to make this one power up. Now it'll tell you in the social media plan. Okay, now you can kind of change this. It looks like that's the best way to fit everything. Save changes, and we're done. In the social media plan, it tells you right here which photos to use when. So this says on Thursday, you want to use January 16th social media plan bottom line number 1 JPEG, and that's from your images folder. So make sure you line these up. You're going to copy this, and then you're going to paste it, but then you're also going to add the image to it when you post that. Okay, let me see if there's anything in here else. There's a Vimeo link. You can probably copy that, and it'll add the Vimeo video right to that post. Okay, now there's stuff here for Instagram, which basically we use those photos for from that image folder. So that's pretty much it. Please, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. You can watch this tutorial over and over and over, play, pause, till you get it, but it's certainly beneficial. We have seen the number of likes and people following our kids' Facebook page increase tremendously just because we're consistent with the post. And that's one thing that we just have to be. If we're just every day that there's something, we've been adding tons and tons of people to that network there. So thanks so much for your faithfulness. And for those who are maybe more introverted, this is a great way to stay connected and be a vital part of the ministry without having to shake 100 hands and do all that kind of stuff. It's just as important to have this done. So thank you. And again, feel free to ask on anything that you need help with. God bless.